boys and girls all around the world. This is the World Wrestling Podcast featuring Kevin Kendrick, K-Double, and Cole Jones, your boy Cole. So let's get the party started.
This is your parental advisory. There will be explicit content during this show, so please be advised. Adults only. Hey, shit. Neil Patrick Harris can suck my dick.
Nah, actually, what's funny is Neil Patrick Harris is the one that actually got me hooked. I started liking Neil Patrick Harris, and then I went back and saw that show. A friend of mine a while back, which, by the way, we're on the air, so welcome to the FU Wrestling Podcast for this week. Sorry we're opening talking about TV, but he just discovered that I'm a fan. I'm now a fan of How I Met Your Mother after saying that I wasn't. Kind of like we've become a fan of certain wrestling promotions after saying that we weren't. Actually, the other way around. We said that we were, and then we became not fans. But anyway.
You know who you are, Impact Wrestling. You know who you are.
Calling you out, motherfuckers. Calling you out. Shit. Now, speaking of calling motherfuckers out, I got to call out WWE, man. Like, hey, motherfuckers. Like, how many more people you going to add to these matches? Like, is everybody going to get a fucking shot? God damn. Like,
it's a 30-man fatal 5-way, 1,000-way match, man.
Let me get this right. Man. It's an elimination gauntlet match. So for every dude that gets let out, another dude gets put into the cage, and there's always 4 dudes in the cages until we've gone through 30 different dudes, right?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, shit. I'm like, God damn. I didn't even really watch. I'll be honest with you. I didn't get the chance to watch the ending of Raw, so I didn't get to see the double pin. But I'm thinking part of this only has to do with the fact that they have absolutely nothing for Seth Rollins to do till WrestleMania. They have absolutely nothing for him to do. With Jason Jordan out with injury and Dean Ambrose out with injury, those were his 2 potential WrestleMania opponents. And now he has nobody because both of them are legit injured. And so here we go with Seth in the Elimination Chamber. It's something for him to do.
Well, it's not Seth.
No, both are in, dude.
Oh, both are in?
Both are in.
When did they come up with that?
They announced it shortly after Raw went off the air because it was Seth Rollins and Finn Balor that pinned Bray Wyatt, right?
Yeah, on some bullshit. It was some bullshit, man. I don't even want to talk about the bullshit.
Okay, but shortly, I want to say shortly after I got that notification on my phone, because I told you I watched Raw, but because I was watching a recorded version of it, it cut off before the end. Because you know how Raw always runs over. It cut off before the end of Raw. And so, I didn't get to see the finish to the match, but I had gotten a notification at 8 o'clock or 8:30 when the 5 o'clock, when the live Raw ended before the West Coast person, I got a notification that Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, and then I got another notification, I want to say 20 minutes later, saying that the Kurt Angle has announced that for the first time in history, the Elimination Chamber match is going to be a 7-person match, and that Seth Rollins and Finn Balor are going to get in.
Okay, well, I didn't know all about that. Yeah. I've been stuck. Shut up, dogs. I've been stuck on the bullshit. All right, the bullshit. I got to mention the bullshit. The bullshit is not the double pin. Not the double pin. Okay. But the bullshit bump Bray Wyatt took from the second rope to get double pin.
Damn.
He did the suplex on, what's his name? At the same time, So they should have pinned the suplex guy, not the middle guy, Bray Wyatt.
Right. But for some odd reason, Bray Wyatt's the one.
They pinned Bray Wyatt. They on a bullshit bump.
On a bullshit bump. I'll be
nobody else in the history of wrestling has gotten pinned by that combination that happened.
But Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt's the only one. The low man on the totem pole got pinned, which is not right.
which doesn't make any damn sense. Why? He's like one of the most charismatic guys that they got. Just because creative can't come up with anything like, and creative started out really good with this Matt Hardy feud, and even that's kind of fucking faded away. Even
how about we not call it creative? Because it's not that goddamn creative.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Okay, fair enough. The writers, how about that? We'll call them the writers.
There we go. Yes.
The writers, I don't know what the fuck, like, and I've seen them do this plenty of times. Let's talk about it real. Throughout the history of the past, like, 15, 20 years of WWE, like, I'd say since the Attitude Era kind of ended, like, so let's say 10 to 15 years, the writers seem confused. Like, literally, they will start a storyline for a couple of weeks and then randomly just drop the storyline because they don't feel it's drawing right or it's getting the right reaction from the crowd, instead of letting it develop and letting it see itself through. You know, we've talked about this before, about them letting feuds develop. You know, they're so quick to cut a feud if the crowd isn't super into it at the beginning. Like, yeah, of course, during the age of Triple H versus The Rock, and The Rock versus Mankind, and Stone Cold versus The Rock, and all of that, of course, yeah, the crowd was instantaneously engaged from the get-go. But that's because damn near every match during the Attitude Era was one of those what WWE would call now a dream match. It was two people you wanted to see in the ring together.
Well, I mean, not necessarily.
Well, I'm not talking about mid-carder.
Not
I'm
necessarily
talking about main event.
You wanted to see it, but well, the main event, yes, of course, it was always one of those. You got to watch the main event. Yeah. If you missed the whole show, you got to watch the last 15 minutes.
Right.
But the difference between now and then is, I think now it's more of, okay, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to have a match, I'm going to have a good match, and it's going to be over and it's done. Back in the day, there was like, we going to go out and we going to knock the house down and motherfucker come back and be like, follow that, bitches.
Yeah. And
each match was like that. Each match tried to outdo each other.
And let's be real. I'm not going to sit here and knock the talent level that's there now, because just like every other sport, whether people like the fact that I call it a sport or not, can kiss my ass, but just like every other sport, yes, as the years have gone on, the athletes have gotten bigger, faster, stronger. Like Braun Stroman is a freak of nature to even back then standards. Somebody that's that big that can move like that, Braun Strowman is a freak of nature no matter what generation you put him in, as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah.
But to me, it seemed like when you look at how many Hall of Famers came out of the Attitude Era, and I've made this comment to you before, and we've kind of come to this consensus agreement, I don't think we'll ever see a group of wrestlers in their prime, all future Hall of Famers, all together on one roster like that. Like, if you truly want to compare the WWE then to now out of 50 people on the roster, maybe 6 are Hall of Famers. Back then, out of 40 dudes on the roster, at least 15 to 20 of them were future Hall of Famers. And that's a huge difference there. And so I think because of that, it's not the WWE's current roster's fault. But it's just like, I'm sorry, y'all just don't have it. Because I think about back in the Attitude Era, how important, not to say the Intercontinental title isn't important, but shit, dude, you had what? Stone Cold versus Bret Hart for the WWE title, and on the same card you had Triple H versus The Rock for the IC title, or Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon for the IC title. You know, you just don't have those bigger names at the mid-card level. You're starting to get them there. Like when KO was feuding with people over the IC title and the US title, it was giving that level of attention back to those titles. But there's just not as many of them as there used to be.
You know, I mean, it's all perspective. You say there's not. I say there's more than 6. 6. Really, 6.
Well, count me all 7 then.
Out of 70.
Count me off 7 future Hall of Famers on the WWE roster.
Okay. I can do that easily.
Okay.
Motherfucking easily.
All right, motherfucker, then give it to me.
I give you 2 easy ones. John Cena, Randy Orton.
All right, for sure. See,
Okay.
Now I will state this as one anagram. I'm gonna let him make his list however he sees fit. But what I was talking about was like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, like that group. But if I forget that John Cena and them are there because they're not necessarily there every single week.
But they ain't in the Hall of Fame yet
you're
either.
Right, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Your list.
But no. I'll go ahead and knock those off. I'll go ahead and knock those off. Fuck John Cena. Fuck Randy Orton.
All right.
Both of them. Fuck both of them in the ass real hard. All right. All right, here we go. Check this out. AJ Styles.
Okay.
Sami Zayn.
Bet that.
Kevin Owens.
All right.
I'm hitting the joint. My bad.
Okay, I thought you were stuck. I was like, really cold stuck?
No.
We ain't even halfway through and you stuck?
No, not stuck. If he stays around long enough, Nakamura.
Okay. I
don't know if he's gonna stay around. You know, he could be there for a couple of years and then go back to Japan. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So he's on the fence.
Okay.
I'm hitting my weird again. My joint went out, so I'm gonna light this motherfucker back up.
For sure.
Why I think and and let the time go by a little bit.
We got 4.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Roman Reigns would be in the Hall of Fame. I think
just because Vince loves him. Just because Vince loves to rub on his big Samoan ass. Anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway.
All right. Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Dean Ambrose.
All right. That's 7, by the way.
And where's 7?
The only one that I would say is suspect, and no offense to him, is Sami Zayn. I believe he deserves to be in, and I believe he'll get in just based on the fact that if you were popular in the WWE for longer than a year or 2, you're most likely in WWE Hall of Fame. So I give it, but I think Sami Zayn is borderline.
I'm going to even argue on Sami Zayn's behalf.
Yeah.
They treat Sami Zayn like they treated Christian.
Okay, fair enough. But here's the difference. What I gotta see
before Edge left.
Okay. Well, okay. This is what I gotta see out of Sami Zayn. Okay, is after this split from Kevin Owens, he's got to start winning some chips. Like to put it in a sports analogy, just like we say over at West Coast Bias and Double K's about LeBron and all that, he got to start winning them chips. Like Sami Zayn at this point, after almost 2 years on the main roster so far, has been in a few title matches, has not won a single chip. You know what I'm saying? He won the NXT title, but since he's been on the main roster, he hasn't locked down anything.
Yeah. But I see that. I see a bright future for him. I see him holding some titles.
All right. I definitely think that this whole situation with KO is a good launching point for him. That's what I'm saying. After this tag team thing is up, I'd like to start seeing him, because I don't expect them to be honest with you, Fatal 5-Way or not, I don't expect AJ to drop the belt at Fastlane. I think the WWE has full 1,000% plans to give us Nakamura versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, because that is one of those matches that those dream matches that everybody wants to see. To be honest with you, if Seth Rollins hadn't, or Sting hadn't accidentally taken that move wrong and got himself hurt.
He didn't take the move wrong. Seth Rollins didn't do it wrong. Sting's just old, man.
Old, okay. If he didn't break his neck from being old, if Sting didn't hurt himself from being old, I think we would have saw him and Undertaker at WrestleMania. But I don't think we would have saw him and Undertaker in any other capacity than at WrestleMania. And